Adiyen Ramanujadasan. Today we will be looking at Sri Ashtalakshmi Stotram, the sloka and the meaning. Let's listen to it. First, it is Adi Lakshmi, Sumanasa Vandita, Sundari Madhavi, Chandra Sagodari, Hemaimaye, Munigana Mandita, Moksha Pradayini, Manjula Bhashini, Vedanute, Pankaja Vasini, Devasu Bhujita, Sadguna Varshini, Shanti Yute, Jaya Jaya He, Madhusudana Kamini, Adi Lakshmi, Sada Balaya Mam. Now the meaning. Victory and victory to Adi Lakshmi. O darling of the killer of Madhu, who is worshipped by all good people, who is pretty and sister of the moon, who looks as if she is made of gold, who is saluted by all groups of sages, who grants salvation, who talks sweet words, who is praised by Vedas, who lives on the lotus flower, who is worshipped by all devas, who showers good qualities on people, and who is the personification of peace. Please protect me always. Next, Dhanya Lakshmi. The Sostra's meaning. Victory and victory to Dhanya Lakshmi, O darling of the killer of Madhu, who destroys bad effects of Kali Yuga, who is most desirable God, who is personification of Vedas, who is pervaded by the Vedas, who arose out of milk, who is the form of all that is good, who lives in the sacred chants, who lives on the lotus flower, and whose feet is worshipped by Devas. Please protect me always. Next, Dhairya Lakshmi. Victory and victory to Dhairya Lakshmi, O darling of the killer of Madhu, who is described by victorious and blessed, who is the Shakti which came out of Vishnu, who is the daughter of sage Bhargava, whose form is that of sacred chants, who is worshipped by all devas, who gives results fast, who improves knowledge, who is worshipped by Shastras, who destroys fear, who gives redemption from sins, and whose feet is worshipped by holy people, who lives on the lotus flower. Please protect me always. Now the next is Gajalakshmi. Victory and victory to Gajalakshmi, O darling of the killer of Madhu. Victory and victory to you, who removes bad fate, who is desirable God, who is the personification of Shastras, which bless one with all that is asked, who is surrounded by an army of elephants, chariots, horses, and cavalry, who is worshipped and served by Shiva, Vishnu, and Brahma, and whose feet provides relief from suffering. Please protect me always. Next is Santana Lakshmi. Victory and victory to Santana Lakshmi, O darling of the killer of Madhu, who rides on the bird, who is an enchantress, who is the consort of he who hurls the chakra, who is the consort of he who holds the chakra, who pacifies emotions, who is pervaded by knowledge, who is the ocean of good qualities, who has her mind in the good of all the world, who is worshipped by the music of 7 swaras, and who is worshipped by all devas, asuras, sages, and all humans. Please protect me always. Next one is Vijaya Lakshmi. Victory and victory to Vijaya Lakshmi, the darling of the killer of Madhu. Victory to she who sits on the lotus, who blesses us with salvation, who spreads our knowledge, who is pervaded with music, who is coated with the saffron powder, which is daily used to worship her, who is worshipped by playing of musical instruments, and who was pleased by the prayer, O of the golden rain by the great Shankara, please protect me always. Next one is Vidya Lakshmi. Victory and victory to Vidya Lakshmi, O darling of the killer of Madhu, who is the pleased goddess of Devas, who is the goddess of Bharata, who is the daughter of sage Bhargava, who removes all sorrows, who is fully ornamented by precious stones, who wears several gem-studded ornaments, whose ear is decorated, who is the abode of peace, who has a smiling face, who blesses us with 9 types of wealth, who steals away bad effects of Kali, and whose hands bless us for fulfillment of our wish. Please protect me always. Next is Dhanalakshmi. Victory and victory to Dhanalakshmi. Hey darling of the killer of Madhu, who is fully complete with dimi sounds of the drum and the majestic sound of conch, Gunguma Gunguma Gunguma, who is worshipped by Vedas and Puranas and who shows the path of religious discipline. Please protect me always. That was the meaning of Sri Ashtalakshmi Stotram. Adiyen Ramanujadasan.